MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the elite and the superstars. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Mccutcheon, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Acuna digs in now. He will lead this one off today. Strike one to start the at-bat.
First pitch, 12:07.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Guys, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play here this afternoon. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is, it's an 11-12 game sprint when you get in. You want to be executing on all cylinders when you get in, but anything can happen.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And right into the shift. Santana has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
That was third.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. D-Row, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The windup and the 0-1.
I got a ball, one strike.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive. That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Chris Paddock, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip. 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Dan, Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, Dero, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon. And that's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy but not lose focus.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately from top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice, pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
One out, nobody on. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Now the 2-0.
Hey! 2 balls, 1 strike.
Out of play off to the right. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Torres trying to get there. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1. Hey.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonzo. He enters this one 2nd in the American League in round trippers.
And he's also in the top 5 in on-base percentage, which leads me to believe that this guy has got vast knowledge of the strike zone.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Now the 2-0.
Ball inside.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the 2nd.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. One there. Segura gets down on the ground. Great play. On to first to complete the double play.
Just like they drew it up. A great dive and stop to get the double play started, and then a perfect flip from his belly. Add this one to the highlight reel.
So base is empty now after the double play, and stepping in the long ball threat, Torres. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. Soler will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Soler. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
Yeah, and he's really put together a great season in the power categories. I know it's not over yet, but I'm excited to see how he finishes down the stretch.
Dero, what's been amazing to me is how consistent he's been through the beginning of the season, and that where we're at right now. Expect him to finish the season strong. He's having a terrific year.
The 1-0 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder at the track. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler. 41st home run of the year for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
So now to the plate, Danny Santana. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Here's a high pop-up. Torres waits on it. 1 out.
Batting fifth.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And my spotlight's going to shine down on Gleyber Torres. He mans the second base position unbelievably, but he can also offer his manager some versatility. The bat plays big time as well, and he has a strong arm.
Here's Andrew McCutcheon now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. McCutcheon, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was taken in the second round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Torres picks it up, and there's out number 2.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Joe Adele.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and sizing up the situation to bat will be Joe Adele. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. So only 1 hit in the inning on this solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Dallas is on top here, 1-0. Digging in, Mitch Haniger, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
Right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
First pitch on its way. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Here's the pitch. Oh, and he misses it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting it, the shortstop, Wander Franco.
Now batting, Wander Franco. Here's the first pitch to him. He pulls this one into right. Soler is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Now in the box, Nick Solak. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Now that's popped up. Santana has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
The third baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Swing and a liner, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's just out.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And this is knocked down on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that AB right there. Grinding out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. To see the average starting play at .318, 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 the count. From the stretch, a swing and a shot hit down the corner, but this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. The 2-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Once again, a 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Hey, having AB right here, I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Heading out towards shallow right. Henniger will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Segura.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. Ball 1. Runner goes. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. And that is off the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate, Harold Castro. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. That's inside. 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run will score from second here, as this is now a 3-0 game.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
Here's Tommy La Stella now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Castro leads off first with one away. Runners on the move for second. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The batter, the right fielder, Jorge.
Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Here comes the 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. The Superstars are out on top 3-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now here it comes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Hit hard back up the middle, and this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Back in standing. Into the box now, Willie Calhoun, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. Oh, and he botches it. And the run will score all the way from first.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Here now is Juan Soto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Mccutcheon. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw, and he's tagged out at second, but they cut the deficit to 1 as a run does come across to score. So here's Pete Alonzo. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He'll enter play with an average of .311 with 45 home runs and 127 RBIs. And there's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Off-speed pitch just missed inside.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Back up the middle, right to him. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Hit back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of...
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Dallas leads it 3-2. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Santana. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone. So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 as the top 2 speeds thus far. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Mccutcheon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Off the rocks and gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutcheon. 24 home runs for him on the season as they push the lead to 4-2.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
So Joe Adele bats now. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Line drive to center field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Superstars are out in front here, 4-2. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that's in there for strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Oh, 1 strike.
Now the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So coming to the plate, Wander Franco hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. Segura for one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays return right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Digging in, Nick Solak. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Into the box, Ronald Acuna, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home. Grounded slowly to the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
And this is a case of a hitter's reputation preceding him. The ball was a little dribbler to the left side, but he knew the guy had speed, so he rushed it and ends up unable to make a clean play. That's another example of why speed is such an offensive weapon.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Standing in, Matt Wieters. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The catcher, Matt Wieters.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Solak is under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Harold Castro.
Ready once again, Harold Castro. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Wieters rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they extend their lead to 3.
Hey, D-Roll, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Acuna calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
The batter, the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Coming in is Haniger. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. The Superstars on top 5-2. Into the box now, Juan Soto. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at bat.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage. Thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Devo, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
At the plate now, Pete Alonzo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 1-0 home. Catches the strike zone as he tried to check his swing.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will be next. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Long throw to third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0.
Inside, ball 3.
Torres, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. He's set. Here's the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and that'll signal the end for Johnny Cueto. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all three runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Robert Stevenson is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Torres will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. To second for one, and the tag gets him, but they do play to run on the play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. It was a walk in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home. Line toward right center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Outside of taking the ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Dallas is out in front 5-4. Into the box now, Danny Santana. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The first baseman, Danny Santana.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Davy Garcia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Davy Garcia.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count. One ball, 1 strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0.
Yeah.
Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soto is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Joe Adell.
Striding in, Joe Adell. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh.
Down the left field line and deep. And no one will track it down. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Just short, hit hard. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ty Buttrey is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, Nick Solak, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Taylor Trammell will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Taylor Trammell.
No balls and a strike to count. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Stepping in now, Ronald Acuna, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner's back. Two and 0. Here it is. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. Striding forward now is the DH, Willie Calhoun, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball one. Buttry has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 1-1 is laid off for ball two.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Drilled to the right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. The throw will go to third, and he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Took a real risk by going after the lead runner there heading into third. That's always a tough call, and it's hard to fault them for being aggressive. But you hate not to get an out when the batter was giving himself up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Standing in now, Juan Soto, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Oh and 1. Here it comes.
Ball one. 1-1.
Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Here's the first pitch to him. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Yanked on the ground down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch in the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 2-2. Hard hit ball to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch, and we are all tied 5-5.
Your attention, please. Now catching number 86, Taylor Trammell.
In now, Matt Wieters. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Matt Wieters.
Joey Bart is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
77, Joey Bart.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Wieters awaits the 0-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Torres brings it in. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 2, Joseph
Gene Segura standing in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded to the right. Torres scoops it up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Stepping up now, Harold Castro. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to him.
Swing and a ground ball to third. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his third hit of the game. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Eighth inning coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. J.B. Wendelken has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
J.B. Wendelken. Leading off for the Elite, the third baseman.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside out the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And he puts it on the ground to second. A bare hand for one. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Stepping up to the plate, Mitch Haniger. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yep, that ball went out.
One and 0. Here it is.
Hey.
One and 2 now. And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2 and 2. Just hung in there on that one. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2 and 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3 and 2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Popped him up. Castro moving to his left, and that ends the inning. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Tommy La Stella, not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to the right side. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home eighth. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Soler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In the air now, out to left. Soto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, first baseman, Danny.
Striding in once again, Danny Santana. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Acuna is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So digging in now, Wander Franco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Wander Franco.
Shohei Ohtani is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. A 1 pitch on its way down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The pitch.
That's off the plate. Ball 2.
Smoke toward the hole. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
So up steps Joey Bart now as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Stephen Coggin will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 26, Stephen Coggin.
The 0-1.
Ball, left back.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily.
He picked a good pitch to run on at that time, and it really paid off. A changeup down in the zone is a really tough pitch for the guy behind the plate to catch and throw on, so he didn't stand much of a chance there.
The 3-1 pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ronald Acuna. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0. Now both runners on the move. The count now at 2-1. Now the runners take off again. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Willie Calhoun. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And to score is the runner from third. It's now a 6-5 ball game.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Dan Winkler takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Juan Soto will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Booyah! 2-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 42 on the season as they open up an 8-5 lead. Into the box now, Pete Alonzo. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Three runs already home here. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that's low, ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. He's set. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
In there. No balls and a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Trevor May answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Mitch Haniger will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. He's set, and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Soler is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. The Elite are out in front 8-5.
Your attention, please. Now playing shortstop, number 26, Steven Goggins.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutcheon. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
The left fielder, Andrew.
Jazz Chisholm is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Jordan Hicks comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Jordan Hicks.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Joe Adele.
At the plate now, Joe Adele. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Chisholm shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
At the plate, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Fouled away. Hicks, a 22-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Hit weekly back to the mound. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Elite have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
8-5 today. Las Vegas came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Davy Garcia earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jordan Hicks records the save, his 26th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.